everybody wants to hear my American Greed story. For those of you who don't know, I'm on American Greed Season 9. I'm the finale, the big finale, Season 9. It's called The Sky's the Limit. Ross Mandell, because Sky Capital was the name of my firm. The Sky's the Limit. Early in 2015, I'm in prison. I'm at Miami FCI. I'm in my cell, a mail call, and I get a letter from a production company in Chicago notifying me that my case was deemed the most important case, federal case in the country, and they want to film, they're filming and creating an episode on American Greed, on my life and my case and my story. Do I want to participate from prison? And I spoke to my attorney. We decided I'm not going to participate, but I authorized my attorney, if he wants, he can speak on my behalf, and he did. Okay, I get, now in prison, in federal prison, it's a big deal. At the time, 250,000 inmates that are incarcerated in the federal system at that time. Now it's about down to 200,000. There's only a handful of guys that appear on the show American Greed. According to this production company, they select only the most important, most impactful, and the most interesting, flavorful cases to air on the CNBC show American Greed. Okay, I wasn't really happy about it, and I know it's usually not a good thing, and they never show a good side. The whole point is to show why you were prosecuted, how you were prosecuted, litigated, etc. So that's all I did. I said I don't want to participate. I let my lawyer do it, etc. It's the end of 2015, maybe the beginning of 16, and I'm sitting there watching TV on a Thursday night in our unit, and my name comes over the loudspeaker. Ross Mandell, please report to the lieutenant's office. Any of you that are familiar with the system know that's not a good thing. When you get called to the lieutenant's office, it's usually a problem. You're getting a shot, disciplinary report, or you're going to the SHU, or you're going to be docked something. It's like jail in jail. Not a good thing to be called into the LT's office. So I go straight up to the LT's office, wondering what the hell these people, if they give you a drug test there, if you fail a drug test, they take you there before they lock you up. They say, Mr. Mandell, how you doing? I said, good. They said, you making a good adjustment? I said, yeah. They said, look, we just got a call from Washington. Your case is going to be featured on prime time tomorrow night on national TV, and we think you should check into the SHU. I'm like, excuse me? Now, the SHU is like solitary. It's called the Hole. It's jail in jail. They said, yeah, you've done nothing wrong. However, it's our practice in the system that there could be some damage, collateral damage, as a result of inmates seeing this on national television. I said, what do you mean? They said, well, you were in the stock market business, right? I said, right. So some of these inmates might have been cheated by a stockbroker, or their family might have lost a fortune to some broker, and they might want to act out on you. They might come at you violently and this and that. And we found that the last few times we did have an inmate who was featured on that show, we checked him into the SHU, and we let things settle down, and in about a week he was okay. I said, you want me to check into the Hole, to the SHU? I said, look, Lieutenant, with all due respect, I've done nothing wrong. I maintain my not guilty plea. I'm still appealing. I'm still fighting. I did nothing wrong. I'm not guilty of the charges against me. Guess what? I'm very happy to stay in General Pop in my unit, and I'll watch the show with the guys. You sure, Mr. Mandell? I said, yes. They go, would you please sign that? You know, everything is a CYA, cover your ass today. So I sign a form, and I say, okay, I decline to check into the special housing unit for my own protection, etc. Okay. So the next night, the show, I'm told the show is going to come on, I think 8 o'clock at night, prime time, and I get a knock on my cell door. I'm a little anxious, not terribly, but a little anxious. I get a knock on my cell door, big guy named Joe. Joe is about 6'3.5", 280 pounds of solid muscle, a big dude. And apparently he was the son-in-law of one of the major dons of one of the New York families. The son-in-law, who was sent down to Florida because he messed up with something. And he's a motorcycle guy. He became like the head of one of the motorcycle groups. I think it's the Outlaws. It's one of the few sort of motorcycle gangs in Florida, and he was the head of that particular gang. And he was what you call a shot caller on the Miami compound. He was a shot caller for the white guys and for his particular crew, the Italians, the New York guys, etc. Big guy, nice guy, got along with him, and he knocks on my door. He says, Ross, come with me. Now, when Joe comes in and knocks and just says, come with me, you don't think twice. You go with Joe. I'm now a little edgy. I'm like, what's going on? So now, one of the big things if you've been in prison is the TV room, where you sit and get to watch TV. These spots are valued like treasure. Why? Many people that are incarcerated have nothing. They have no money, they have no home, they have nothing. And by the time they've gone through the system and they go into prison, they literally have nothing. So when you get to prison, you have to buy, challenge, or wait patiently to get a good TV spot. Because there's chairs lined up in front of each TV, and everybody has a spot. And if you so much as touch another guy's chair, you're going to get stabbed, you're going to get beaten, you're going to get in trouble. And trust me when I tell you, this is one of the most treacherous things about being in jail or prison is what TV spot you have, how you got it, and you better not infringe on anybody else's TV spot. Big deal. So I'm sitting, I'm sitting in the middle of the pack. You start out in the back, and then you move your way forward slowly. And as guys leave, guys go home, guys are transferred, etc. I'm like sort of in the middle of the pack, and Big Joe takes me out into the unit, and he says, I understand you're going to be featured on American Greed tonight. And I'm like, oh, shit, oh. I said, yes. He goes, well, me and the guys just want to move you to a new spot, and they put me right in front of the TV. Mr. Mandell, we hope you don't mind. Big Joe, he hopes I don't mind. To make a long story short, I found out at that moment it's extremely prestigious. If you're a convicted felon, a criminal in prison, and you're featured on national TV on American Greed, you now are a prison celebrity. All the guys get to go home, go to the phone and go to email and call and contact their friends and their loved ones. Say, guess what, dude? I'm in with Ross Mandell, that guy on American Greed. I quickly became a compound celebrity just because I was featured on this TV show. It goes to show you how crazy everything is. Make a long story short, they put me right in front of the TV, and I basically narrated the show for everybody. Now, one of the things that I do is I'm a very affable, communicative type guy, and I let them know what was true and what was bullshit, what was dramatized and what was really true. A lot of it is true, and a lot of it is complete fabrication, but that's what television will bring you. That's my American Greed story. Now, I was transferred to the camp soon after, June 1st, 2017. And again, when it was coming on, they were showing my episode. The whole camp came to me and said, Mr. Mandell, I hope you don't mind. We're going to watch your American Greed episode. And I said, no. I said, the only condition is, you have a condition? I said, yeah. I said, you got to get me a good seat and let me watch it with you guys so I can tell you what's true and what's bullshit. Oh, Mr. Mandell, they brought me right to the front. Guys made sandwiches and they brought drinks and we hung out. And guys were smoking and on cell phones, calling their loved ones and their friends, saying, bro, I'm watching American Greed with Ross Mandell. He's on right now. Watch it. The sky's the limit. And it became a funny thing. It's the kind of thing in the real world you'd never know. But, if you're on American Greed and you're in prison, you become a little bit of a celebrity inside. That's all for today, everybody. Have a great day.